Hey guys, Joshua Gillespie here for JG Daily. Um, Today I'm going to do a little bit of explaining my first impressions for some Wii U games I played a couple nights ago. I was in Target and they had their Wii U display and they actually had some games. For the first time, they actually had games to play. So I was like, okay, let's see what they've got. I played three of them. I played Super Mario Brothers Wii U or whatever it is, New Super Mario U, which I had played the first level of before, um, with a friend with the stylus. So what I'll say about that is that's really fun, just to be an asshole and make your friends just die because you're like boop 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 and platforms are popping up everywhere and you make them fall down. But this was my first time playing it just single player, and then I played Sonic Lost World, which has been getting a lot of okay to really bad reviews. So I was like, okay, I want to see if this is really as bad as everyone says or as average or whatever. And then I played on WarioWare, the new WarioWare, because that's one of my favorite Nintendo franchises. So, but first let's talk about, I guess, what I think of the controller. I like the controller. I will admit my hands do get kind of sweaty after holding it for a while, but I don't really have a problem with the controller itself. So new Super Mario Brothers U. It felt like a Super Mario game. I didn't get access to Yoshi, I think that was in the Wii one. I haven't played that in a while, but yeah. But I tried it. I tried out the new power up. Basically, it was the first half of the first world, um, and I realized either I'm a god at Super Mario Brothers, or it's just a little too easy. Because I started out with, I think, 5 lives at the beginning, and I ended the demo with 24. So I didn't die any. So, but again, I've played Super Mario Brothers games for more than half my life, so I know the basic way to play it. Um, I liked it overall. I thought it was fun. The graphics looked great. It stood out. It looked like a high definition Mario game. So if I get a Wii U, that's definitely one I'm going to pick up. Um, so then Sonic, what problems did I have with it? Again, like I said, it was very easy, but again, I don't know if that's just from my experience or if it is just easy. I think I would have to play more of it just to see. What else did... Yeah, that's really the only problem. I liked it overall. Better than New Super Mario Bros. 2, which I didn't like, the one for the 3DS, because I felt that was too easy. Because they just hand you lives in that game. And I mean, I don't have a problem with giving someone extra lives, but I feel like if they're going to do that, then they should add a different difficulty setting for more experienced players. So now, I give that a thumbs up. Sonic Lost World, I got to play the first level. That's all I played, and then I was like, okay, I've got my idea of this. It felt like if they were trying to base it off of the Sonic Extreme for the Sega Saturn that was canceled, that project, they did a good job replicating it because it felt a lot like what I had seen and played of the beta demo or whatever that I did for that review. And I thought it was alright. It surprised me that there was a run button. You have to hold down a button to make Sonic run, which I thought the moving was the run button in Sonic, but whatever. I thought it was just average. There was nothing I was like hating. I did overall have a good time playing it. Only the problems I had, again, why have a run button? I get it because it sort of brought up the whole point about like a game like Sonic 3D Blast, where a lot of people are like, oh, he's moving too slow. Well, this one, I feel like he doesn't move too slow when you're walking. He moves just fine. There is a run button, though, that makes him run regular speed. I wonder how many of the reviewers didn't realize that, and they were like, and they just walked and were like, he's going too slow. Um, the other problem I had with it was a lot of it felt on rails. It felt like it was doing a lot of the game for me, which is a problem I've had with a lot of the recent Sonic games where they'll put you like on a grind thing and you'll just go woo woo and you'll be halfway through the level without really doing anything. I wouldn't mind that if that was like at the beginning of the level and it's like a cool introduction to it, or maybe even at the end to do a good finale to the level, but in the middle it just sort of takes away from what you're playing, and then when it throws you back into the gameplay, it takes you a second to get back into it. But yeah, it was alright. I don't think I'd buy it, but maybe rent it. And then finally, WarioWare, Wii U. I didn't get the full title of it, but there was just something off about this. I don't know. It didn't feel like a WarioWare game. It felt like an expanded Wii Sports kind of thing where it was a bunch of just different little games. What makes WarioWare fun is the micro mini games, just the 5-10 second little things that you do. That's what makes me love the series. I love that. But this one just felt like a lot of different games, and I wouldn't have a problem with it, but it just didn't feel right in a WarioWare game. And I know they've done that before with things like, I think the GameCube game, but that was in the multiplayer, was where they had just a single thing, and it wasn't just a bunch of different, mini games. I lost my train of thought there, but no, I played three of the people. One of them was a tank. I think it was Wario, and you were shooting arrows. Now, that was fun. I had a lot of fun with that. But again, it didn't feel like a WarioWare thing. It felt like something they would put in just like a mini game thing. And I know WarioWare is supposed to be mini games, but I mean like the only time I ever played like the micro mini games was in 9-volt stage. I don't remember the third thing I played. It seemed very forgettable for me. And it's a shame because I've bought most of the WarioWare games, even the ones that weren't all that good, simply because I love the franchise. But no, again, that was just sort of an average. I didn't play anything particularly bad, which was good. I'm glad. It was mostly like Super Mario was fun. WarioWare was alright. It didn't feel right. And Sonic was just sort of, felt like your average Sonic game these days. So yeah, those were just a couple Wii U game first impressions I had. If you'd like for me to do other kinds of videos like this for like demos available, just say it and I'll try and get more of these. But like I said, I'm trying to do more of these JG dailies, and if that's a way I can make more of these, I will do that. But I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Later days.